it's a nice day for a walk. So I thought I would film this video going for a walk. I actually tried to film this video on Sunday when I got rear-ended. For those of you who've seen my Making Miracles in Real Life video, or the update video, you know what I'm talking about. That's not what this video is about, so maybe I'll mention it at the end. I guess my phone got too hot and took the video from like normal speed to like slow down. So try again. So I put out a questionnaire asking you guys, what questions did you have that I could answer? What would you want to see me do videos on? And I actually put that questionnaire out because of this very question that I was asked, which was how to get over a breakup. And the funny thing is that once I started trying to answer that question, was like, normally I would answer that question one-on-one, like personally for someone else. So normally I would ask more questions first. So what would my answer be to that universally? So I gave it some thought and I realized that really my answer would be getting over any sort of grief or loss, which is making sure that you're not trying to fill your inside holes with outside shit. And so I realized that goes along with the metaphor that I have, where I talk about the fact that healers don't heal, they facilitate self-healing. Let's say you fell over and you've got a rock stuck in you, creates a big hole. You're not going to put more rocks in it, for starters. You're going to take it out, if it hasn't fallen out already. You're going to clean it, maybe get some stitches or put a Band-Aid on it. This goes along with healers don't heal, they facilitate self-healing, because let's say you go to a doctor, they are going to maybe give you some stitches, but you're still going to be doing that healing yourself. Your body is from the inside out. So what you have to realize is with emotional healing, it's the same way. You can't fill your emotional holes with emotional rocks, because that just like physical holes, physical rocks, it's just going to make the wound cut worse. So then that makes it so that I have to address this question, which is that if you are going to get help from friends or family, you have to make sure that they are relationships that you have already established with people that you have strong relationships with. Because, like, let's take family, for instance. If you are spending time while you're healing with a family member that you have a trying relationship with, that can make it worse. That can absolutely make it worse. Or going out with your friends, for instance. You could use that as a distraction away from healing. I'm trying to keep people's cars out of the video. Working on that angling. But so you need to make sure that you're healing. You need to make sure that you're getting that healing process happening. So if, I've seen people get married, I've seen people have kids, trying to fill their inside holes with outside stuff. And it doesn't work. It ends up making it worse, much worse. And if anything, prolongs the healing. People will say, oh, well, you just broke up with somebody. Just go hook up with anybody you can to fill the void. You got to be filling that hole with inside out healing, not trying to fill it with stuff from the outside. We don't fill our inside holes with outside shit. We don't do it. No matter what we're getting over, grieving, healing, etc. So you've got to make sure that you start taking the time to do that inner work, if you're going to go out with friends to help you get your mind off of it, for instance, you don't use that to avoid healing. It's okay to want to get your mind off of it for a little bit to help the healing, but you need to make sure you're not doing it to avoid healing. So, yeah, that's my advice for getting over a breakup. Like any loss, the healing has to come from within. So if you seek out professional help, that's the one time it would be okay for it to be a new relationship, but you have to make sure that you're not trying to fill the void with distraction, but actual healing. So you've got to be ready, if you have a professional help you, that you actually let them help you heal rather than just using it as a distraction to not heal, because that can make it worse, much worse. And make sure that you're not using your friends or your family as distractions from healing. And, you can journal. One of my favorite exercises is going out into the middle of nowhere, the best you possibly can, to the top of a hill, things like that. Or even if you can't do that, like scream into a pillow. It's much more of a release to be able to do it out somewhere outside. But if you can do it into a pillow, just let it out. Let it out. Cry, scream, whatever you need to do. Boxing, or just going someplace where they have a punching bag is always really cool. Take the time, journal, meditate, but make sure that healing is happening from the inside out, filling yourself with self-love, not trying to fill it with outside love. Fill that time with inside attention from yourself, not filling it with outside attention, especially not to try to make a distraction for yourself from healing. And yeah, because if you get into a relationship, especially just jump right into another relationship too soon, you're just going to repeat those patterns. And you want to start figuring out what you're vibrating at, what you're doing that's attracting these people into your life that are not good for you. So that requires some contemplation and some time to yourself. Really digging into, who am I? How do I feel about this? And why am I attracting people that aren't working for me? So yeah. All right, guys. If you haven't heard already, I'm going to talk about my in real life miracle super quick before my phone dies. I got rear-ended. If you weren't aware, if you haven't seen my miracles in real life video, I got rear-ended in somebody else's car. And I realized that as I talk about, from any situation whatsoever, you can locate what the best possible outcome could come from that. So no matter what situation you start off at, you can always find the best possible outcome that comes from it. Getting him a new car after his crappy, we appreciated. That's the messed up part, is about 15 minutes before I got hit, he and I had just gotten off the phone with each other, talking about how much we appreciated the car. Cannot make this stuff up. So anyway, this kid, with the life he's been through, has so much fortitude, has so much spirit, that he deserves to have a new car. out of this situation. The insurance is barely paying out. So I realized we could get 2,000 or 1,000 people to give $5 or $10 and make an in real life miracle for somebody who actually deserves it. Because I've seen all these like surprise videos that are scripted. Like one time I went on Facebook after having not been on there for ages, in the videos section, and saw all of these, I surprised this person this way. And it was so clear they were staged, especially because it was like the same 3 people over and over again making different videos. So stupid. But I know that in real life miracles are possible. We make them all the time over here in the Balanced Blackwood tribe. So I figured it out. I could make losing the car into getting his first ever brand new car, which I know, first world problems over here, but he deserves it. He really does. So donation information is going to be in the description. I have so many people to thank already. I thanked some of the people who've donated so far in the last updated video. I'm going to do more in the next update video because I don't have my list with me. If you can donate, it would be so amazing. But if you can't, sharing the video would be so amazing, because we can't reach people without sharing the video. So that's just as important. So if you head over to it's called Making Miracles in Real Life. I have the update too, but the first one was Making Miracles in Real Life. Sharing that video. If you can share and donate, that would be awesome too. But if you can only share the video, that means just as much. And yeah. Oh, last but not least, I am in between session cycles, which means that I'm taking on one-on-one clients. I haven't been talking about that as much because I'm doing my in real life miracle thing. But I am taking on new one-on-one clients. So if you're ready to expand and grow and heal, hit me up. I'm here for that. And now is the time that I take on new clients. And yeah, if you're not ready for that, go check out my Patreon. That's another way in which you can donate. Any subscriptions, new or old, that go through in the next 2 weeks are also going to be donated to the cause. And yeah, I think that's it. So may the energy you serve you well, and let's keep making our way through.